The National Czech and Slovak Museum and Library presents Folklife 101, a series to teach about folk and traditional arts. Episode 5, Things We Believe. If you have ever said something like, "bless you," when someone sneezes, or eaten special food on a certain day of the year for good luck, or ever worried about certain animals crossing your path, then you've engaged in something called folk belief. When we talk about folk belief, we're talking about what people believe in and how they respond to the world around them. There's a common misconception that folk belief is connected to old wives' tales, granny cures, and stories of witchcraft long ago, that it's something that doesn't exist in the current age. However, folk beliefs, like tourists rubbing certain parts of a bridge in Prague, are still a part of our daily lives. Folklorists look at why some of these beliefs endure and others might fade away. One thing that folklorists look at is how things like religion are practiced and embraced on an everyday basis. For this, we use the term vernacular religion to look at how it's lived. Even simple acts like eating goose on St. Martin's Day are ways that religious customs transcend into everyday practice. Beliefs around health, such as always wearing slippers to avoid the cold, continue to endure and complement modern medicine. Similarly, the belief that certain foods, such as red wine, are good for your health continue to carry on in this day and age. Folklorists look at what parts of a belief tradition carries on into the contemporary world, and also what parts might change over time. Folk belief involves looking at how elements like spirits, beings, ghosts, and the like continue to attract modern-day attention. They also include how people commemorate life events within a certain group, such as this example of a fallen bicyclist memorial in Prague. Studying folk belief also looks at how people commemorate the end of life, such as this memorial here in Phillips, Wisconsin. Folklorists also look at how people's curiosity and a search for things that are unusual keep folk beliefs going over time. Even contemporary phenomena like sports curses are an important part of folk belief studies, such as this example here from Philadelphia, which is known for its famous Curse of Billy Penn. Folklorists also look at how people perceive risk, how they prepare for things such as epidemics, versus the way that they might be officially told to prepare for an epidemic. In looking at folk belief, we look at health, spirituality, well-being, and community, not just in the past, but in what people believe now, and what people consider to be special or sacred. Folklife 101 is created by Nick Hartman and the National Czech and Slovak Museum and Library. For more information about the National Czech and Slovak Museum and Library, visit our website at www.ncsml.org.